Hey guys, I'm about to put whiteboard paint on my tables. I do this every summer to refresh them. So I just thought I would do a little periscope and answer any questions in case you're interested in doing this to your tables. So the supplies that you're gonna need is a paint tray. I really like to use the disposable ones because then I can just toss them when I'm done. I don't have a large sink at school that I can wash them out. A roller. For your roller head, you're going to want foam, not the fluffy rollers. So the foam is going to get you the smooth surface to write on. You do not want any texture when it comes to whiteboard tables. This is the paint that I use, the Rust-Oleum Dry Erase. It works great. The Expo brand dry erase markers work perfect on this, except for the pink. Do not use the pink marker. Pink Expo markers are not even allowed in room 10 because they shadow the tables so bad they will stain your table orange. And we learned this the hard way when we got a giant Kaylee written across the table and it stayed orange until I could finally fix it over a break. So no pink Expos. Paint stir, or else you'll be using a pencil like I did last night with my primer, and a paint key, or else you'll be trying to dig up something else like I had to do last night. So anyways, last night I primed my tables with just a white primer. The thicker the better. I ran out of my thick primer and I had to use just a white paint for a while, and I had to do a lot more coats than I would have if I had just kept with the thick primer. So I have 7 tables total. They've all been primed with the white paint. I have 7 tables, and then I have a little single desk over here because, you know, sometimes you got that kiddo that just needs to have some time by themselves, but they sometimes really need that whiteboard surface to do their math on or whatever it is. So I don't know if you can see the texture on my phone, probably not, but these are very smooth. There is no texture to the tables right now. It took me about 3 coats of primer on here, a few more with the paint, but if you're using primer, 3 coats. And I let them dry for about an hour. With the 7 tables, I was able to do all 7 tables in about 45 minutes. So I only had to wait approximately 15 minutes before starting the cycle over again with the first table. And the more coats you get on, the faster you can do the other coats because the paint sticks to the paint already on there pretty well. With the dry erase, I have 2 boxes to cover my 7 tables. That should get me about 3 coats of dry erase paint on my 7 tables. They are $20 at Home Depot per box. I actually had a grandmother get me a box for Christmas last year because she knew I would be doing them again this summer, so that was very handy. I only had to buy 1 box this time. When you open the box, actually, if you want to do this, this is a great thing to ask your parents for at back to school night. I hadn't even considered that. $20 is a little on the high end for supply donations, but you might have that parent who thinks this is an awesome idea and grabs you a box at Home Depot. Okay, when you open the box, you're going to have 2 cans of paint in it. You're going to pour your part A into your part B. This is the activator and the base. And you're going to mix it really well with your stirring stick. This paint will be good for an hour. So it's a little bit of a race against the clock to get those tables covered with as many coats as you can from this first can, but it goes on so smooth with the roller. It's really not that hard. So you put a coat on, and then you just kind of feel it until it's slightly tacky, and you can put another coat on. It's a pretty warm day here. It's not hot, but I would think that this is going to dry pretty quickly. So again, I'll just be able to do that cycle pretty quickly today with 7 tables, probably wait a few minutes and do another coat. And then when I run out of this paint, I will open my second box and then mix it because again, it's only good for an hour. So I'm going to mix this first, use it up, then mix this. That will buy me that second hour. If you mix them both at the same time, you're going to have to do both cans in an hour, which would be kind of tough. So that's what you do, and the box says to let the paint cure for 3 days before writing on it. I gave it a week. I am one of those people that I am a little suspicious of those times. I'm sure 3 days would have been fine, but I really wanted it to dry without any shadowing or any damage to it. So that's why I'm doing it today, because we won't be allowed in the school tomorrow or Wednesday, and we start next Wednesday. So in order for this to have enough time to dry before the kids got here, I wanted to give it a week. And it will be dry very quickly, but you just don't want to write on it. Then once it's cured, once you've had it sitting for your 3 days or a week, whatever you feel comfortable with, test the Expo markers to see how they work on your dry erase in a small corner. I did not think to do this, and the first time I did it, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun if the kids got their Expo markers and got to draw these huge murals on their tables? So that's what we did, and that's when we found out that the pink was bad and we had the giant Kaylee on the table. So just in a little corner of the table, test the markers that you most often use in the classroom, and then if they don't erase, you know that that's a bad marker and you can give it to another teacher, get it out of the classroom. So does anybody have any questions about putting on dry erase paint on your tables? Okay, well, if you want to see this in a blog post form, go to sproutclassrooms.com. It's, I believe, under classroom management on the website, and it takes you step by step how to do this. And there's a ton of comments of people asking questions and me answering them. If you do have a question, feel free to just comment on the post. But good luck. If you do this in your classroom, I'd love to see pictures. I'll make a blog post for you with your pictures, and we'll ooh and ah over your beautiful whiteboard tables. So have a great day, you guys. Oh, good job, Shirai. Invite followers to this post right now, because this is definitely something that everybody thinks, oh, that's such a great idea. I would love to do that. So this is directions on how to do it. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye.